The phone rings at 3 a.m. You don't recognize the number. You answer anyway. A voice says one line. They need you in Karachi. Now. You don't ask why. You never ask why. That's the job. Level 1, the recruit. You were nobody once. A quiet analyst. Good with languages, better with silence. One day, a man in a grey suit sits across from you at a coffee shop you never told anyone about. He knows your coffee order. He knows your mother's maiden name. He knows things you never wrote down. He slides a folder across the table. No name on it, just a number. We don't recruit resumes, he says. We recruit people who disappear well. You don't say yes right away. You go home. You think about it for 3 days. On the 4th day, you call the number. No one answers. The line just clicks. And a week later, a car is waiting outside your apartment. You get in. You don't look back. That's rule 1. Never look back. Level 2, the trainee. The farm doesn't look like much. Woods, fences, silence. They break you down first. Sleep deprivation, interrogation drills, fake capture scenarios that feel too real. You learn to lie without blinking. You learn to read a room in 2 seconds. You learn to kill a man with your hands and forget you did it by morning. Your instructor is a woman named Reyes. Cold eyes. Warmer than she looks. Most of you won't make it, she tells the class. Not because you're weak, because you can't disappear. Half the class is gone by month 3. No goodbyes, just empty bunks. You pass? Barely. Reyes shakes your hand once. Don't make me regret this, she says. You never see her again. Not for a long time. Level 3, the asset handler. Your first posting is quiet. A city you can't name in a country you can't mention. You run informants, small fish, a customs officer, a hotel clerk, a nervous accountant who sells secrets for cash and guilt in equal measure. You meet them in alleys, in parking garages, in the back of laundromats that smell like bleach and fear. You pay them in envelopes. You never write anything down. One night, your accountant doesn't show. You wait 2 hours. He never comes. 3 days later, his body turns up in a river. No note, no warning, just gone. Your handler tells you to move on. Assets die. He says, that's the math. You don't sleep that night. You tell yourself you'll get used to it. You do. Level 4, the verified operative. Langley notices you. Quiet efficiency, no mistakes, no headlines. They give you a real op, deep cover, a new name, a new face, almost. You spend 18 months building a life that isn't yours, a job, an apartment, a girlfriend who thinks you sell insurance. You gather intel on a weapons network moving through 3 borders. You get close. Too close, once. A guard almost finds your camera. You talk your way out in 4 seconds flat. Your heart doesn't slow down for an hour. The op succeeds. 12 arrests. A shipment stopped. No credit, no parade. Just a coded message. Good work. Burn the apartment. New assignment in 72 hours. You don't get to say goodbye to the girlfriend. You just vanish. That's the job. Level 5, the fixer. You stop doing simple ops. Now you clean up other people's mistakes, a blown cover in Istanbul, a double agent in Berlin who's been feeding 2 governments at once. You get sent in when things go wrong, and things go wrong often. You extract a burned asset from a building surrounded by police in 11 minutes. You don't panic. You don't hesitate. You just move. Your reputation grows inside a building that officially doesn't know your name. People start requesting you by number, not by name. Just a designation. Ghost 6. You hate the nickname. It sticks anyway. Money means nothing to you now. Status means everything. You're becoming someone the agency depends on. And dependence, in this world, is dangerous. Level 6. The Black Ops operator. This is where the rules stop existing. No oversight committee sees these missions, no paper trail, no official record. You get sent to places diplomacy already failed. Sanctions failed. Negotiations failed. You are the next option after every other option is gone. A warlord in East Africa. a rogue nuclear scientist in a country that denies he exists. You don't ask permission for methods. You improvise, you bribe, you blackmail. Once, you fake your own death to get close to a target. It works. It always works until it doesn't. Your handler tells you something over a secure line. You're not an agent anymore. You're a solution. You don't like how that sounds. You accept the mission anyway. Level 7. The Enforcer. Someone above you decides certain problems can't be arrested, can't be negotiated with, can only be removed. You get the call for those. You don't call it what it is. Nobody does. You call it resolution. Your first is an arms dealer selling to groups that kill children in marketplaces. You watch him for 6 days. You learn his patterns, his coffee order, his daughter's school schedule. You never touch the daughter. You have rules, even here. On day 7, it's done. Clean. Quiet. No headlines. You feel nothing at first, then everything, all at once, at 4 a.m., alone in a hotel room in a country you'll never mention. You start drinking. Just a little. Just enough. You tell yourself it's fine. You tell yourself a lot of things now. Level 8, the Architect. You stop taking direct orders. You start giving them. You run networks across 4 continents. Other operatives report to you. You never meet them in person. You only exist to them as a voice, a code name, a set of instructions delivered through channels that don't officially exist. Budgets move through you that no congressional committee will ever see. Off books. Deniable. If it goes wrong, you don't exist. If it goes right, no one claims it either way. You start making decisions that affect elections, coups, wars that never get called wars. You wonder sometimes at 2 a.m., who is making these decisions above you? You realize you might already be near the top. That thought doesn't comfort you. It terrifies you. Level 9, the Target. It happens fast. A mission in Southeast Asia goes wrong. Not your fault. Someone talked. Someone always talks eventually. Your cover is blown across 3 agencies, 2 of them hostile. Your own agency goes quiet. No extraction team, no safe house address, just silence on a line that used to answer in 4 seconds. You realize the truth slowly, then all at once. You're deniable. That was always the deal. You run. Real running, not training exercises. You cross a border on foot at night. You lose 2 tails in a market in Bangkok. You lose a 3rd one for good, permanently, in an alley you don't talk about. Somewhere in the chaos, a familiar voice reaches you through an old backup channel. Reyes, your old instructor. I heard. She says, get to Prague. I'll meet you. You don't know if you trust her. You go anyway. There's no one else left. Level 10. The Ghost. Prague is quiet in November. Reyes is waiting at a cafe table. Older now, same cold eyes. She slides an envelope across the table. New papers, new name, new life if you're lucky. This is the last favor, she says. After this, you don't call me again. You ask her why she's helping you. She doesn't answer right away. Because someone helped me once, she finally says. A man in a grey suit, coffee shop. You know how it goes? You do know. You know exactly how it goes. You take the papers. You disappear into a crowd on a street in Prague, and the agency's official file on you closes quietly, marked inactive. No further action. Years later, a quiet analyst in Langley notices something odd in old satellite data. Good with languages. Better with silence. A man in a grey suit starts watching her from across a coffee shop, memorizing her order. The cycle never really ends. It just changes faces.